Welcome back to Screen Selections. If you're a movie lover who wants to stay on top of the latest streaming hits, you are in the right place. Today we're diving into the top 10 newest movies streaming right now, and trust me, these picks are guaranteed to keep you on the edge of your seat. From mind-bending thrillers and spine-chilling horrors to heartwarming sequels and emotional dramas, we've got it all. Whether you're looking for a gripping true crime story or a wild ride through a masked vigilante's origin, these films are fresh, intense, and ready to stream. So grab your popcorn, sit back, and let's jump into the must-see movies you can start watching today. You don't want to miss any of these. Let's go.
Live from the Chapter stages in Hollywood, it's the Dating Game!
Let's kick things off with Woman of the Hour, a chilling true crime thriller streaming now on Netflix. Directed by Anna Kendrick, who also stars in the lead role, the film is based on the real-life case of the serial killer Rodney Alcala, known for his appearances on The Dating Game in the 1970s. Kendrick plays Cheryl Bradshaw, a contestant on the show who unknowingly comes face-to-face with Alcala during filming, not realizing his dark secrets. The film takes a unique approach, blending suspense with dark humor, as it explores how Bradshaw survived the harrowing experience. The performances are gripping, with Kendrick balancing the intense drama and lighter moments. Critics have praised her performance, but the movie has received mixed reviews overall. On Rotten Tomatoes, Women of the Hour holds a 72% score from the critics, with audiences giving it a slightly higher score of 76. The blend of true crime intrigue and suspense will definitely keep you on the edge of your seat.
Put him back on this goddamn phone!
No, I can't do that.
Unhinged, a psychological thriller starring Russell Crowe that's now available for streaming on Netflix. Crowe plays a man who's pushed to the brink of madness after a traffic incident with a woman played by Karen Pistorius. What begins as a simple road rage encounter spirals into a terrifying game of cat and mouse as Crowe's character begins stalking Pistorius' character, putting her and her family in grave danger. The film is fast-paced, intense, and unapologetically violent. Critics have been pretty split on Unhinged, with some calling it a solid thriller and others labeling it a bit of a one-note ride. Still, Crowe's performance as the unhinged villain is undoubtedly compelling. On Rotten Tomatoes, it currently sits at 59% with the critics, but much stronger with an 80% audience score. If you're in the mood for a tense, action-packed ride, this one's for you.
What happened to me is just one crazy story. You can't make it up. We're talking about 10 years of my life.
If you're more into documentaries, Sweet Bobby, My Catfish Nightmare on Netflix is a must-watch. This documentary dives into the unsettling world of online deception and catfishing, as it follows the story of a woman named Bobby who gets trapped in a web of lies. What starts as a virtual romance turns into a nightmare, revealing how someone can manipulate another person's emotions for years without ever revealing their true identity. The real-life emotional toll on Bobby is heart-wrenching, and the documentary gives a fascinating insight into the psychological manipulation involved in catfishing. It's definitely a roller coaster, and the pacing keeps viewers on edge. Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 92% from the critics and 85% from the audience. If you're looking for a disturbing but riveting true story, this one will keep you glued to your screen.
For 600 years, our ninja have brought peace to the world.
Now let's shift gears with Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins, a reimagining of the beloved G.I. Joe franchise available to stream on Netflix right now. This action-packed prequel tells the origin story of one of the G.I. Joe's most favorite characters, Snake Eyes, a mysterious masked soldier who's a key character in the G.I. Joe universe. Played by Henry Golding, Snake Eyes is drawn into a world of intrigue, revenge, and martial arts combat after saving the life of a powerful business heir played by Andrew Koji. The film leans heavily into action sequences with impressive choreography and fight scenes, especially in the martial arts department. However, it hasn't quite landed with critics. While Golding's performance is praised, the film overall struggled with its pacing and its plot. On Rotten Tomatoes, the critics gave it a 41% and the audience only a 63%. It was a major letdown for many fans of G.I. Joe, however, there are some people that enjoyed it. For fans of the franchise, for the G.I. Joe universe, it can be a fun watch.
Tell me, my darling, if you knew fate would betray.
And our next movie is Outside, an independent thriller now streaming on Netflix that explores the dangers of urban isolation. The film focuses on a man played by Jimmy Stanton who finds himself at odds with his own mind after a series of strange, surreal events that occur in his city. As he tries to piece together what's real and what's not, his journey becomes an unsettling exploration of paranoia and fear. The film has a unique style with a haunting score and an atmosphere that feels like a mix of psychological thriller and horror. While the film has its niche audience, it's not for everyone. Critics have praised its artistic direction, but the film's abstract narrative might leave some viewers confused. Outside currently holds a 65% on Rotten Tomatoes from critics, and even lower a 55% audience score. It's worth checking out though if you're in the mood for something a little out of the ordinary.
Hollywood.
MaXXXine. I'm the private detective. I had to find you.
And over on HBO Max, MaXXXine, the third installment in the X horror trilogy by Ty West, has just arrived. The film picks up where X and the Pearl left off, following the character of MaXXXine, played once again by Mia Goth, as she navigates the world of 1980s Hollywood in pursuit of fame. After surviving the events of the first two films, MaXXXine becomes entangled in the dark and exploitive world of the entertainment industry, or the adult entertainment industry, rather. Goth's performance is undeniably the standout, with her ability to switch between vulnerability and cold ambition, adding layers to the character. Critics are calling MaXXXine a fitting conclusion to the trilogy, mixing gory horror with sharp social commentary on fame and exploitation. Rotten Tomatoes currently gives it an 84% from the critics, while fans seem to agree, giving it a solid 78. If you're a fan of the trilogy or psychological horror genre in general, this is one to check out.
We got a positive ID on Anna Bennett's boat.
Her life jacket's gone.
For something a little more eerie, Caddo Lake on HBO Max offers a slow burn horror mystery. The film centers on a small, secluded town near the mysterious Caddo Lake, where strange occurrences and supernatural events begin to take place after a group of friends travel there to investigate an urban legend. As they uncover secrets about the lake, they begin to realize they may have awakened something that was best left undisturbed. With its atmospheric setting and steady pace, Caddo Lake has drawn comparisons to films like The Witch and The Blair Witch Project. The film does a great job at creating tension and suspense without relying on jump scares. Critics have given it mixed reviews, with some praising the mood and setting, but criticizing the slow pacing. It's holding a 68% rating from critics and 60% from the audience. But if you're into atmospheric horror, give it a go. But be prepared for a more deliberate pace.
Nope, going high. Oh, you got a real sweaty palm there, buddy.
And over on Disney Plus, Inside Out 2 brings back the beloved characters from the first film, but this time the story centers around Riley, now a teenager, and the emotional turmoil she faces as she navigates the challenges of adolescence. The emotions inside Riley's mind, led by joy, sadness, anger, fear, and disgust, must once again come together to help her deal with the complexities of growing up, including new friendships, relationships, and personal challenges. With a fantastic voice cast including Amy Poehler, Phyllis Smith, and new additions like Jason Schwartzman, Inside Out 2 is a delightful sequel that expands on the emotional depth of the first film. It's been received positively by critics for its humor, heart, and mature themes. Rotten Tomatoes has it at 88% from the critics, and audiences are loving it, giving it a 92%. If you're looking for a heartfelt family movie that also tackles important emotional topics, this one could be a winner.
What's wrong with you?
Mom?
Brothers over on Amazon Prime is a gripping drama about the complexities of sibling relationships and the emotional scars that can last a lifetime. The film stars Peter Dinklage and Casey Affleck as two brothers who have grown apart over the years, each dealing with their own personal struggles. When their estranged father passes away, the brothers are forced to confront their past, their family dynamics, and their unresolved issues. With standout performances by Dinklage and Affleck, Brothers has received praise for its emotional depth and realistic portrayal of family conflict. The film doesn't shy away from the darker aspects of sibling rivalry and love. making it a raw, moving experience. On Rotten Tomatoes, it holds a 75% score from critics and an 80% score from the audience. If you're in the mood for a character-driven drama, Brothers will pull you in.
Big bumper, nice headlights. Let's boogie!
And last, over on Amazon Prime, we have Monkey Man, starring Dev Patel in his first major role in a feature film. Patel plays an ex-convict recently released from prison who is trying to reintegrate into society while dealing with the trauma of his past. Set against the backdrop of a gritty, chaotic urban environment, Monkey Man explores themes of mental illness, redemption, and the struggle to find an identity after incarceration. Patel's performance is captivating, bringing a raw intensity to the role. The film's dark, almost surreal tone has mixed reactions, with some calling it a unique and bold entry, while others find the narrative a bit too erratic. Still, if you're looking for a character-driven story with an outstanding performance at its core, Monkey Man might be right up your alley. And there you have it. 10 brand new movies that are ready to stream right now, and they're the movies that most people are watching right now, streaming throughout the world. Whether you're in the mood for thrills, chills, or heartwarming moments, there's something here for everyone. If any of these films caught your eye, let us know in the comments below which one you're planning to watch first. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss our latest picks. Thank you for having us on your screen, and good luck with your selections. We'll see you next time on Screen Selections.